So in the last slide of part 1, I have given you a list of simple 2-letter VC blending. And now in part 2, I'm going to illustrate by giving you real words which start off with this VC blending in the first syllable. In the case that you found the second or third syllable too difficult, don't worry. We're going to talk about that in future levels. So let's start off with the first word here. The first syllable is absence. So if you are sick, you may have to be absent from work or school, and it means not showing up. Second word, accents. All of us have a mother tongue language, and normally we have a strong accent of it. Accents. Third one, start off with the VC blending of add. And the word is advance or advance. Depends on British or American pronunciation. So what does that mean? Sometimes you need to pay the fee before you have the service, such as insurance or rental payment. And in that case, we are paying in advance. The next one, all of you should be familiar with it, is the word ambulance. So when a fire or car accident happened, and if there's anyone getting injured, then we have to call for an ambulance to take the injured to hospital. Next one, we start off with the VC blending in. And the word we'd like to mention here is antique. So antique means something that can be dated back to many years ago and can be of high value. So if you have old stuff, I don't mean rubbish of course, dating back to hundreds or thousands of years ago, it may be worth a fortune. And you will be lucky if there's an audition on that. Next one we're going to mention about is a very simple word that we use daily. And it's the word having a first sound, a first syllable, I should say, as. And the word is ask. We always ask questions and expect an answer. Ask. Last one in this list I would like to mention is adds. And the word is attack. So if two countries are at war, they are attacking each other. So for instance, if we are fighting with a friend, we may end up attacking each other. And we wouldn't like that, right? Okay, the second vowel is A, remember, with a smiling mouth, which is different from A as in apple. So the first VC blending I would like to mention is the syllable M. And the first word here is Empress. What is the Empress? An Empress is the queen of a country and its colony, such as Queen Victoria and Queen Elizabeth. Second word is in. It's the word enjoy. So if you are going to have dinner or going on a vacation of a trip, your friends and relatives will probably say, well, enjoy your dinner or enjoy your trip if you are going on vacation. In other words, they wish you have fun. Third one is the word escape. So if someone, say, is running after you and your life is at risk, then you need to escape. That means you need to run away and make sure you are safe and out of his or her sight. Here in the picture is actually a prisoner running off from the cell. The last word in the list started off with eggs, 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 and it's the word exit. So normally, where would you see the exit sign? So in a mall, a cinema, or when looking for the exit road sign when driving a car. So that means leave the area you are staying, and the opposite to get in would be entrance, entrance. The third vowel that we mentioned is the having the sound eat, a short e. Okay. The first word if, well, we can't think of any word, and I don't think there's a word with the starting of this. So let's start off with the second one rather. That's illegal, illegal. So the prefix here means not, not. So illegal means when someone is doing something against the law, which is not legal, such as drug trafficking, selling fake items, shoplifting. So these are all illegal, which is against the law. Second word, all of you should be familiar with as we come across this word all the time. Do you remember what does VIP mean? So obviously, VIP means very, very important or very important person and must be treated with great care or in the very first place. Third one is the word inside, inside. See, in the pictures, the boy is hiding inside the tents. This is a preposition which shows the position of persons or things, which is within a bounded or enclosed area. So that's the preposition inside. The next three words are actually the words of a country name. Iraq and Israel. They are located in the Middle East, the other in Mediterranean. And the last word is the one having the first syllable, it, it. Guess what country this one should be, starting with it. We have mentioned in the previous slide when we talk about that, is the word Italy, Italy. And Italy is in Europe. Do you know which country it is? It's a country with the shape that look like a boot, a boot, a boot that you normally wear during winter because it keeps your leg warmer. So that's the word Italy. So what comes next would be the letter, the vowel, O. O. The first one I would like to discuss is the one having two pronunciation. Is objects, objects. Okay, and that's a noun. And if it's a verb, we would say object, object, objection. So object, of course, when it is a noun, it means things or persons. And then objection is usually used when there's a trial going on in a law courts. The second one is occur. Occur simply means happen. or something take place. So if something occurred, it just means it happened. Simple. The third one, having the first syllable of of. And the word here is offer, offer. Can you see that the first sound is offer? So what if someone gives you a good offer, say for example, the house is sold below market value, or because the couple needs money for migrating to another country as soon as possible, then you are lucky to have a good offer, and of course happily you would simply accept the offer in buying that house. Well, it's so cheap. The offer is really, really good. Next one, all of you should be familiar with. We are always talking about omega-3 and omega-6. And they are considered to be natural healthy ingredients found in foods such as salmon fish, avocado, nuts, and is said to help lower the cholesterol or increase the good cholesterol in your body. So that's omega-3. Next one, onto is simply a preposition to show an action that to a certain direction and on top of a service as well. So that's a preposition. And keep in mind that onto as one word or as two words carry slightly different meaning, and we'll talk about that when we talk about grammar in the future. Next one, operation. There are two types of movies or episodes that will always come across this word. First one, if the police is to undergo a certain operation after receiving some insider information or confidential information, then they will take action, and that's operation from the police. And in hospital, when doctors have to do operation for the injured, it may be a small operation or a big one, and it can be risky. Next one, similar to omega, is talking about some health-oriented term, or organic. So nowadays, more and more people are more health-oriented, and we are talking about organic food, which is naturally grown without using artificial chemicals such as pesticides. However, they are more expensive, and most people, of course, are not able to afford it. Oscar. Okay, it can be the name of a person, but we should be familiar because every year there's an award in the movie industry and it's international. And during the ceremony, it will always say, so the Oscar award goes to blah, blah, blah. Last one in the list is oxygen. So what happens if there's no oxygen in air? Oh my goodness, obviously, we will be out of breath and eventually die, of course. So all living things, including plants, not just human beings or animals, but also fish, reptiles, they all need oxygen to stay alive and release carbon dioxide, of course. The last vowel we would like to mention here is having the sound ah. Okay. The first VC blending is an. The first word I would like to mention here is under. Again, this is a preposition showing the position of something, and it has the meaning of hiding or putting something below another thing. And we normally have to put on underwear before putting on tops as a means of hiding your privacy, your body privacy. Okay, next one, again, is a preposition, outwards. So this preposition is indicating a direction, a movement showing the direction is up. And you can be talking about walking direction. And in terms of finance, it can be talking about currency, index figures, or stock market. The last one in the list, if you are not familiar with it, then you should have seen this person before. So an usher is a person who is responsible for welcoming or guiding, showing people the way, or sitting position in a formal occasion such as a wedding or a funeral.